Don't tilt your crown, sis. Not for pressure, not for pain, not for people.
Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to Doing Life with Angela. We talk about life and everything else in between. Today is May 2nd, 2026. This vlog really started in July of 2025. And so I just wanted to jump in and let you know that this has been almost a year in the making. It is exactly 10 months from the day it started to the day it ended. And so, y'all, get ready to see me walk through this journey called life. Share my vulnerable moments and emerge to the person that God has created me to be. So, yeah, that is it. Just watch the video, y'all. Watch the vlog. Hey fam, happy Monday. The day is July 21st. I did not do a lot of recording in Alabama once I got there. Conversation time. One of my clients / YouTube followers, supporters, fam, tells me that every time I'm in the car, I'm going to have a serious conversation. And I realize she's sort of kind of right. This is a serious conversation because I don't know, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm feeling like a lot of y'all don't know me because, you know, we don't get support really from family. I deal with the spirit of rejection, and I fight so hard to not allow me to show up the way I've been treated. I try not to show up shunning people. I try not to show up judging or dismissing people, but yet I still struggle with rejection. And one of the reasons why I believe that stronghold, or why I believe rejection is a stronghold, is that I wrote in my book, and I told you that rejection started in my home. My mom had 5 kids. My mom and dad had been married since they was 18. And I'm the baby out of 5. But I remember at an early age being told that I wasn't my daddy's child. I remember that coming from one of my siblings. And every time I go to Alabama, y'all, it triggers that because of the way of certain cousins treat me, you know, not as loving to me as they are to a sibling. And so it always have that in my head, like, why did that come up that I wasn't my daddy's child? Now, granted, I look exactly like my mother, and I act a whole heap like her. But I do know my heart is like my father. I have similarities as my father, even as far as a mole under my chin that my father had. And although my father and my mother tried to ensure me that he is my father, when my father died, he would tell me, Angela, he didn't call me Angela, he said, "Ain't you, baby? You're my baby." And I was like, "Yeah, Dad, I know I'm your baby." He was like, "No, you're my baby." I say, "Dad, I'm the baby out of 5. I know I'm your baby." He was like, "No, you're my baby." So I got what he was saying, that I'm his child. And one thing that my father has always done when he was alive was make me feel like I was his. He loved me. He protected me. He spoiled me. He provided for me. And he was just that dad that I believe that there is absolutely no better father in the world. And although my mom tells me that he is my father, I want to get a DNA test. I want to get a DNA test to settle in my head as far as why would someone think I was not his, and then if so, let me prove that I am or that I am not. And if I am, then my anger towards them is validated, and if I'm not, then their reservation of me is validated, and it will solidify some things to me. So I say that to say, I don't care how old you are, there is some things that you cannot outlive or run away from. There is some things that will plague you, and there are some things that will trigger you. And for me, Alabama triggers me. For me, being around my family triggers me, the way they treat my other siblings. And I realized this reason why the seed is so strong is because it came from someone in my house. And my thing was, why would they say that? What did they hear? And you know, siblings, older siblings know things that other people don't know in the house. So, y'all, I decided that I am going to get a DNA test. Yep, I am not trying to say my mom don't know who she's been with. And she assures me. And so, y'all, I'm going to do it for me. I'm going to do it for me. And whatever my results are, I'm going to keep it to myself. Because I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing this for me. And if you didn't love me before, then you're not gonna love me afterwards. If you don't like me simply because of something that you think, you're not gonna like me. And even if I share the results and he is my father, I'm not gonna like you. I'm not gonna like you. I'm never gonna like you, because you're a part of my childhood trauma. You are. And what we don't understand, trauma doesn't necessarily have to be violated physically or even beat on physically, but it can be a mental trauma. And it is so sad that family is the trigger. And so I decided also that, I'm going to separate myself. I am not going to allow anyone to make me feel insignificant, unloved, unworthy. And so I want you to figure out whoever it is, whatever it may be, that's causing you some form of second guessing yourself, some form of being unhappy or unsure, some form of sadness, some form of depression, to choose you over them. Whether it be to eliminate the time you spend with them, whether it be to exit them out your life, whether it be however you may handle it, whatever is going to bring you peace, whatever going to make you feel grounded in you, baby, do that, because I realize that if I'm not good enough now, I would never be good enough. And I'm done trying to show them that I love them. I'm done wanting to be embraced by them. I'm done wanting to be accepted by them. I know that one thing I know for sure is my mother is my mother. And my father is my father. Blood or not, he is my father. Why? Because he nurtured me, he loved me, he sheltered me, he provided for me, and he ensured me of his love. So do what you gotta do for you, baby. No matter how old you are, no matter how long it's been a secret, a whisper, or the elephant in the room. You do not have to live with it. You do not have to allow it to mold the rest of your life, unless it is your choice. I choose to exit. Okay, y'all, it is Tuesday, July 22nd. I shared with you guys how I felt about my last Alabama trip. But what I didn't share is that I decided to get a DNA test. So I am now here at Walgreens. I'm going to get a DNA test, and I'm going to test me and one of my siblings. And I'm going to put this to rest one way or the other. Either I am my father's child or I'm not my father's biological child, because I'm always going to be his daughter, his baby. He always loved me. He never let me feel that he felt that I wasn't his child. He never treated me any different. If you let my sisters tell you, he treated me with special treatment, and if that was him to love on me more so I didn't feel unwanted, he did an amazing job. But I just want to know for me, because if I moving forward, either I'm going to be angry at them for a reason, or I'm gonna be able to see their way and not be angry with them anymore, and then I'll go with how do I move forward or not move forward in this family. So let's go to Walgreens.
Fill every corner of my mind, every shadow in my heart. Take every hidden piece, Lord, don't leave a single part. I'm laying it all down.
Maybe around pregnancy tests. I don't know, but we're gonna find it.
I don't want the world if it means losing you, God. I don't want the noise that drowns out what's true, God.
Okay, they only had one, and it says paternity for child against a parent. But so what I'm going to do is order one from Amazon that it says sibling, and so we will look at getting it off Amazon. I think it's $100, and I'm going to go ahead and order it and go from there. Good morning, y'all. I forgot to show you guys that I just swabbed myself. Now I'm walking over to my sister's house, and I'm going to swab her. And I decided to do my mom, because they said that when it's girls involved, the test can come out inconclusive. But I'm going to do my mom so they can eliminate the inconclusiveness of the test.
You make me whole. You make me new. Nothing left but you.
There we have it, y'all. I did my sister Mary. She's my oldest sister. I didn't want to do her, but I think it was God that wanted me to do her, because I told y'all, and not to hurt your feeling, Mary, I told you the first person that planted that seed that I remember that I wasn't my father's child was my sister Mary. And again, she's the oldest child, so she heard things that we wasn't privileged to hear, you know, considering that I think my sister Mary is maybe like 6 years older than me. So by the time she shared it with me, she had to be like almost a teenager. So she knew some things that I didn't know, that I wasn't privileged to. And so we'll see, y'all. I'm shaking in my boots about testing my mom. Oh, what is the day? The day is July 26th. July 26th. I didn't show y'all. I just started talking. but it's July 26th. It is exactly a week from my cousin disturbing me. And so, yeah, this is the test that I ordered from Amazon. It's a sibling DNA. Let me turn it around. So this is a test that I ordered from Amazon. It was $96. Anyway, it's for siblings. And I was sharing earlier, they say when there's a girl involved and you're not testing against the father, it can come out inconclusive. So when you do the mother, it can help it not come out inconclusive. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and do her, especially since they sent in 3 tests. A test for 3 people, and each person have to swab 4 times. So all we have left now are these 2 for my mama, and she go get it. Okay, the girl is going to get it. Better to be safe than sorry, because I am tired of them whispering about me. So this will either lay the whisper to rest, good or indifferent. It will lay to rest that I am my father's child, or it will prove them to be right that I was not my father's child. Although I am his child, as I can't even talk, y'all. I'm nervous. I am his child as far as he's raised me. He loved me. He never made me think that I wasn't his child. Again, let my sisters tell it. He favored me. He surely did protect me. But I don't know, y'all. I try not to get so upset before, because I took pictures of all my cousins, and we have the same eyes, we have the same nose. And when you want something to be, you find everything. Like I was telling you guys, I have the same mole under my chin, I have little ears. Like, if you find all those things, but, just because we have similarity does not mean that we are blood relatives. And even though we don't have similarity, does not mean that we're not blood relatives. So I'm gonna go for a cry. Oh, why am I whispering? I'm whispering because my mama next door. And I don't want to upset her, y'all, but I got to. Okay, I just did my mom. I didn't show you guys because she don't want to be on camera. But now we're going to mail it off. This is my life.
In the quiet, child, I'll turn it all around. Turn it around, yeah. Been walking through this valley.
He's right there by my side. So Woody is taking it into the post office to drop it off and make sure we get a ticket to track it, make sure it gets to where it needs to go. And I was talking to Wood, and he was like, Shorty, that's what he called me, Shorty. He's like, why does it matter? Why are they so concerned about you? And we all have heard that a few of them are not their father's children, but I don't bring that up. I don't whisper that. I love them regardless, because their fathers say that they're theirs and they raised them like they're theirs. So I don't care. And I don't know why they care so much about who my father is. And my dad has been gone for 28 years. And in those 28 years, they still would not let it rest that Adolph Lewis is my father. And again, I really don't think that it matters who my father is. I just think they don't like me. And with that, in that, after this, I'm going to love them. But I'm going to allow them to be who they are outside of my presence. I do not have to subject myself to anyone who don't want me to be a part of them. And so I am not forcing myself on anyone. And y'all, I'm not angry. I am not angry. I am not going to be bitter. Because I don't know why I never thought to do this years ago, because, it has been easy to get a DNA test forever, but now is the time. I guess God was like, enough of this already. And so let's just take care of this one way or the other. Either way, they would not be a part of my immediate circle. I will forgive them. I would love them, but I would love them with a long wooden handle spoon. Hey, good people. Happy Monday. Today is August 11th. It has been 3 weeks since I sent off the DNA test. They say I will receive my results Wednesday, which is August 13th at 6 p.m. And I will jump on and share that with you guys. How have I been the last 3 weeks? Fine. I have decided that whatever it is because God wanted it to be. He's in control, has always been in control, and he knows why everything is what it is. Just gonna leave it like that. Anyway, I shared it with my sisters, my children, and my best friend, and that is it. My mom is comfortable and she's not fretting, because I guess she know who she slept with. So I still wanted to make sure, because back in the days, them old people, they kept a lot of stuff secret. And so they always say where there's smoke, there's fire. So I don't know why they thought it. Something may have happened. Something had to happen in my head. Something had to happen for them just to assume that I am not. But nevertheless, let's find out. So I will see you guys Wednesday, August 13th. Good morning, good morning, good morning, fam. August 22nd. I'm doing a ancestor DNA. I didn't come back and tell you guys that August 15th, I got my results back, and my daddy ain't my daddy. I was at work. Haven't picked up the camera since. World shadowed. Wasn't able to really. I take that back. I did pick up the camera. I didn't pick it up Friday to come back and show you guys and talk to you guys. When I found out I was at work, on my last customer around about 7 p.m., August 15th. And then my husband came, and I cried a little bit, but I had to get myself together. Just had to come home to my mom. Told my mom, told my sisters that it came out positive that I am their full sister, because I promised my mom I wouldn't share it. But I did tell my husband Saturday, the August 16th, which was my father that raised me birthday. We celebrated my sister Mary's birthday, the one who told me that I wasn't my father. When I was 8, she told me that. We celebrated her birthday. And so I did a little clipping. But yeah, that is the last time I picked up the camera until today, which is August 22nd. And anyway, so now I'm doing an ancestral DNA test. and hoping that I would get some kind of hit on who is my biological father or family on his side without doing too much stirring up as far as asking a lot of questions, because I don't want to upset my mom. She's 82, y'all. She'll be 83 soon, so I don't want to ask her too many questions. And I don't want to ask people in Alabama too many questions, because I don't want anybody really knowing right now. Not that I care, but I don't want them to know right now, because I don't want my mom to go through the backlash, the judging. And so I'll wait. Eventually I will tell my sister and my brothers. But even though I told my mom that I wouldn't tell anybody, I did tell my sister Sheila, the one you guys see before on my channel, the one who, she's really my best friend. I did tell her. I did tell my husband. Actually, I told my children too. And my son Eric is the one who told me to try ancestors DNA for his, because one of his friend girls found her father like that. And then he told me to go on TikTok. Well, actually told me to go on TikTok to see what would be the best test. But he did say his friend girl found her biological father through ancestor DNA. So we're going to give it a try. So I'm going to do that now. And then I am going to go to work, and I will keep you guys posted.
What's going on? Feels like too much now. Voices so loud. We can't hear ourselves now. Everybody's speaking, but who really knows? Truth getting buried under what we're told. So much confusion dressed up as truth. Hard to stay grounded when it's all in view. We won't lose our focus, we won't drift away. Even in the chaos, we're choosing to stay. Hold on, hold on. We're coming through this. So much going on, but we won't lose this. Light still burning deep in the darkness. Oh, hold on, hold on. We're rising from this. Lines getting drawn, trying to divide, turning hearts cold, pushing love aside. But we see clearer through all the noise. We don't need permission to raise our voice. We won't be shaken, we won't fall apart. Wasn't meant to break us, won't take our heart. Oh, hold on, hold on. We're coming through this. So much going on, but we won't lose this. Light still burning deep in the darkness. Oh, hold on. We're rising from this. Too much coming at us left and right, but we don't have to carry every fight. We still got power in how we stand. We don't need to hold the whole world in our hands. Hold on, hold on. We're coming through this. So much going on, but we won't lose this. Light still burning deep in the darkness. Hold on, hold on. We're rising from it. Everybody's speaking, but who really knows? Truth getting buried under what we're told. So much confusion dressed up as truth. Hard to stay grounded when it's all in view. We won't lose our focus, we won't drift away. Even in the chaos, we're choosing to stay. Hold on, hold on. We're coming through this. So much going on, but we won't lose this. Light still burning deep in the darkness. Oh, hold on, hold on. We're rising from this. Lines getting drawn, trying to divide, turning hearts cold, pushing love aside. But we see clearer
September
through
18th,
all the
2025. It's the DNA test on my ancestor. DNA has came back. Then there's no more wishing and doubting that the first DNA test was wrong. Adolph Lewis is not my father. I guess my biological father, last name is Sheffield. That's all I know. That's all I was told. The last name is Sheffield. And although the first results stated at a 0% chance of my daddy being my biological father, I was still wishing, still hoping they was wrong. And so this solidified me not belonging. I'm angry at myself for pushing myself on the Lewises, embarrassed that I was trying to make them understand that I was my father's child. I must have looked like an idiot. Not really. Well, I can't say I'm going to be sad for the relationship of the Lewises, considering they never wanted me, liked me, or accepted me. So now I can move on, not feeling like I have to force myself on someone who's not my people. I get it. I get it. Maybe I owe them an apology for trying to make them love me. I found one third cousin, Nanikra. She lives in Alabama. She is 27 as of today. And I probably can dig a little more and find some other Sheffield, because they do still live in Troy, Alabama. But keep in mind, I promised my mama to keep it to myself. So do I keep it to myself, or do I try to find my people? Ultimately, I would want some first cousins who want me, who loves me, who accept me. First cousins are supposed to be like extended sisters and brothers, and I didn't get that. I found a lot of fourth cousins some third cousin, but no first cousins. No nieces, no nephews, no sisters. Still no daddy. Good morning, fam. It's Thursday, November 12th. And I haven't talked to you guys a while about my journey of finding out my daddy ain't my daddy. I've told my sisters, my children, my best friends, my counselor, my therapist, childhood friends. Yesterday, November 11th, was my mom's birthday. I took her to get a facial, and then two of my siblings and I took her to dinner. My nephew David sent money for her birthday, so he treated her to dinner, although he's in Daytona. That was his gift to her. I mean, he sent her extra money too. Anyway, nevertheless, I digress. While we was at dinner last night, my mom told my oldest brother that we had different fathers. At first, it was hard for him to comprehend, and he was like, "What? Huh?" And then she said that you and Angela are half siblings. He was like, "You chose to tell me this on your birthday?" And she said, "Yeah, I was going to tell you Sunday," which was like 2 days before. And he shed a tear. And then ultimately, they all come back with, "I don't care what nobody say. Adolph is your daddy." And I get it. They want to make like nothing changed, but everything has changed. I guess I'll call my brother Adolph today and tell him. That's the one that's extremely close to the Lewis family. And my biggest regret or hurt is trying to force myself on them, trying to make them accept me as their cousin. Every time I saw them, I was like, "I am my daddy's daughter. I am my daddy's daughter." I feel like a fool because I feel like, one, they knew I wasn't. Two, they was just never going to accept me. That's the hurting part. The hurting part is that I was trying to force myself on them. Yeah. I owe them an apology for trying to force myself in their life, trying to force them to love me. But I won't do that anymore. I won't do that ever again. Force myself on anyone. I try to make someone to accept me or to even be in any space, no matter who they are, no matter what the situation is. I will never allow myself to be in a space where I am just tolerated. Not when it comes down to my personal life. I don't want to be in spaces where people just tolerate me. I want to be in a space where people love me, appreciate me, value me, and want to connect with me. That spirit of rejection has rolled my back like a crazy monkey for all my life, and I'm not going to let it do it anymore. I'm not. And I'm not going to let the spirit of rejection stop me from moving forward. I'm just going to move forward with those that choose me. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to give you guys an update. How my siblings and everybody take it. Everybody say the same thing. He loved you. And I never, ever said he didn't love me. I'm telling you, once in my life, I felt like he was the only person that loved me. So I'm never questioning his love. And I do believe that he knew, and all of my siblings tend to think that he knew. My sister Sheila, she said that, in her words, Daddy loved you. He loved us because we was his kids. He loved you because he chose to love you. And he did. And he did. Talk to you guys later.
What's that, T?
I said, who with you?
I'm by myself. What's up? Where you at?
I'm just leaving work.
Oh.
I'm calling to tell you that I did a DNA test.
And?
He's not my father.
Stop playing.
No, he's not my father.
Who your father?
We don't know.
Mama told you?
She don't know his first name. She just know his last name is Sheffield.
Get the hell out.
I found out August 15th. What I did first was I bought a DNA test from Amazon because when I came from Alabama, that really disturbed me. The way Lynn looked in my face, the way she said that you may not be a Lewis. Like they really had been talking about me, and I've been telling y'all for years them people didn't like me.
So somebody might have told her then.
Mm-hmm.
So Mama done kept that secret from all these years.
Mama said that she didn't know, and she said she really only started thinking about it when every time I go back to Alabama, they kept poking at me. But I kind of believe that she knew, but I think it's 57 years now. So I think she really just blocked it out. And I asked her, did you not know? Did you not think? Did you ever think about it? And she said, honestly, I didn't. But I told her that I believe she do know, or she did know, because I remember feeling like she didn't like me when I was a little girl. I remember telling Daddy, she hate me, Daddy, she hate me. And I remember everything I wanted, she was just no and mean to me. And I just feel like I reminded her of the mistake that she made. She stated that it was only one time. She stated that it was after Daddy and her had gotten in a fight. And she said usually after her and Daddy get in a fight, he would force himself on her. And I told her, you don't have to make an excuse, Mama. I said, I don't hold anything against you. You know, that was years ago. That was in the 60s. You had 4 kids. I said, so I don't blame you, you know. And I don't want her to feel like I blame her. The only thing I hate most than anything, Adolph, is that I used to force myself on them people. I used to try to make them people like me. And I just...
Don't cry. Don't cry. You still my sister. Don't cry. You still
like embarrassed.
Now what you embarrassed for? You ain't do nothing.
Because I was trying to force myself on them. I used to try to force Uncle Grant to like me. And I wanted Uncle Grant to like me so bad because he looked so much like Daddy. And I wanted him to like me. And so I say that to say that my whole world has been shattered. And when I first found out I couldn't get out of the bed, you know, I found out on a Friday and we celebrated Mary's birthday.
That's why when I called you, Mom said you in the bed, you weren't feeling well.
And we celebrated Mary's birthday on Saturday, on Daddy's birthday. But that next couple of days I couldn't get out of bed. I was just angry. I was angry at myself. I was angry at you guys because y'all have, you know, something in common that I don't. Then I was angry because you guys are so close to people who hurt me. And then I was angry because I was trying to force myself on them people. But my heart, I felt it shatter. I was at work and all I could do was just scream, and Woody came and got me. And then I did a ancestor DNA test. So I've done 2 because I'm thinking, okay, this came from Amazon. They may not know what they're talking about. So I did an ancestor DNA and it came out like everybody that's have done ancestor DNA test, like the Lewises and stuff, they come out as far as my stepdaddy, my step granddaddy, like Uncle John come up like my he don't even come up on my thing. He don't. But because Daddy was my mom was married to Daddy, Granddaddy came up as my step granddaddy. And David is the only thing that came up on my thing, and he come up as either my first cousin or my half nephew. Hey y'all, hey, happy May 2nd, 2026. Yeah, it has been a moment since I talked to you guys. I haven't talked to you guys since the last year. The last conversation we had was me having a conversation with my brother on the line, telling him about the news of my father. Since then, I have been going to therapy. I've had developed my own coloring book to help me with therapy because coloring is very therapeutic. And so I was coloring to, you know, clear my mind, to find a piece to ground myself. And in the midst of it, God told me to create my own. So I've created about 6 coloring books since I last talked to you guys. I have found that the Sheffields had 2 boys that could have been my father. I don't know their names. I don't know which one of them was my father, but I do know both of them has passed away. Both are deceased. One had a son. One had a daughter and 2 sons, and one had a daughter and one had 2 sons. But either way, they're deceased as well. And so I only have first cousins available to me now. I found out once my mom told her sister that my mom baby sister, my auntie Joanne, was going to church with my first cousin. And once my mom told her about, you know, it's a possibility that a Sheffield was my father, she instantly said, I know who her cousin is. And she was like, I know who your first cousin is because she looked just like you. You look just like her. And so I know her name is Erlene Coupland. Erlene Coupland, I think. Just say Erlene. That's all I know about her. I've Facebooked her, like inboxed her, but I haven't talked to her on the phone or met her in person. But she was going through some hard times. She had just lost her son. And so she said, give her a moment to, you know, grieve. And I understand that. But I also feel like there's no urgency because I just feel like there's no urgency. My father, my biological father, whichever one was him, is gone. I have no sisters, I have no brothers. And from my understanding, I don't think they had kids, so I don't have any nieces or nephews. And so I don't think no one is eager to get to meet somebody that's 57. Next month, I'll be 58. And so I don't think I ever understand or get that feeling where they say your first cousins are like your extended sisters and brothers. And y'all, I wanted that. I wanted some cousins that wanted me. I wanted some cousins that adored and loved me. But I just think that some things, it's just too late. And some people may feel like it's not, but I just feel like it's just too late. I feel like, life has dealt me what God intended for me to have. And so I don't care to dig to find out who my second cousin, my third cousin, my fourth. I don't care about all that. I do know that Erlene said that she have 2 other cousins, first cousins alive, and maybe I'll meet them, maybe I won't. So they're girls. So according to Erlene, and including me, there's only 4 first cousins still alive. The first cousin that I met was through Ancestry DNA, was a third cousin. I told you guys about her, and she was 27, so now I'm sure she's about 28, because I think I saw her have a birthday, because I follow Erlene and her, I can't even remember her name, Scott. And it just stopped there, It stopped there. Now, on this end, with my mom, she come to grips that I was not going to keep it a secret, and she says she understands and she's okay with that. I think my mom just needs to know that, I loved her still, and my sibling was going to love her and not be angry with her. And as long as her children are okay with her, she's okay. Yeah, y'all, that is about it. For a while, a long time, I had a hard time still calling my dad, because I felt like it had been snatched away from me. But, it's almost a year now, and I realize he's my father regardless. And I don't yearn the love from a father because I had it. And so I don't feel like I missed anything like that. I don't feel like I have daddy issues and anything. I used to tell my husband, and I still do, that my daddy was the best daddy. And I felt like I wanted a man that protected me, provided for me, made me feel safe and secure, like my father. And no one can take that away from me. He is my father, y'all. I look back on the recordings and how I was saying, I had the same mole, had the same ears. He is my dad. And I'm like, God, girl, you wanted that man to be yours so bad, yet you made yourself look like, and still, they say if you feed him long enough, he start looking like you. So he's my dad, and I'm not going to let the DNA test steal that away from me, because he loved me and he protected and provided me. And then I was like, do I still call them my cousins? And then I realized, hey, people adopt people in their family all the time, and they become relatives. So they are still my cousins. They are still my uncles. They are still my aunts. And I said my cousins, y'all, and I realized that I was lumping them all in the same group. And really not all of my cousins made me feel unwanted. A lot of my cousins did show me love. And ultimately, I allowed 1 to 3 of my cousins to mold my relationship, my belief with the rest of the cousins, and I'm not going to do that anymore. Now that I'm sure you guys see this recording, someone shared it, because there is a few of you follow me, although you don't comment. And so I know you're going to share this. And in that, I want to say, I am so sorry for trying to force myself on you. I am so sorry for being angry at you for trying to tell me that he wasn't my dad and that I didn't look like you guys. Although I know some of you guys did it to be vindictive. I know some of you did it in a form of malice. And I want to say I forgive you. I'm not angry with you. I thank God allowed the devil to use you to get it to me so I can get to the truth. Because ultimately we all want to know the truth. I hope if some of you out there that has been whispered about that your daddy is not your daddy, that you've got the guts to do what I did. Because a lot of people can't do that. And so I'm free. I'm free now that I know the truth, because now I know not to force myself on people. And I also know that if they ain't your people, they're never going to be your people. So you can't make anyone love you. And I also know it doesn't matter if I'm the blood. I think, you know, when you choose to love somebody, blood is blood is not thicker than water. You know how they say blood is thicker than water? Blood is not thicker than water. Sometimes people who's not your relative love you more, show up for you more. So it's all about a choice. And so I'm going to create a family with those that want to create me in their lives. And so, yeah, I'm sorry to any of the Lewises that are offended by trying to force you to love me. It's okay if you don't want me to be in your life. It's okay. I'm okay with it. I would never second guess how I feel about somebody or how I think somebody feel about me. You guys have taught me. When I think somebody don't like me, know that they don't like me regardless. And good, bad, and indifference. I'm so glad that I did do. Although, truth be told, I thought I was going to prove a point to y'all, but the point was proven to me. Such is life. I just knew God was finna shut y'all mouth. What he did woke me up. And so I'm okay. Again, and so I want to apologize again. And I know that, maybe I don't know. I want to apologize if you see this, Lynn. I want to apologize to you because I believe, and this is just me, I believe the reason why you said that to me that day is because I had a conversation with Molly and Marilyn, and I was telling them what your mom said about you and your dad, what y'all was going to do to her when I left. And I believe they shared that with you, and I believe that angered you. And so I believe you retaliated, and I get it. And I want to say, I'm so sorry. I do apologize. I mean, I can't tell you this because you've blocked me. First, I blocked you. But when I went to unblock you, I realized that you blocked me. But it's okay. It is okay. I want to say that I love you. I've always loved you because I loved your mother as well. But I get it. And again, I apologize if I offended you. I apologize if me sharing that with them hurt you. And that is about it, y'all. I'm free. And there's nothing like being free. I don't have to feel forced anymore. I don't have to wonder. I don't have to be in spaces where people just tolerate me. And that's what I want you guys to get out of this. I know I am not the only one that's found out that they're people who they thought were their mother or their father or their siblings or whatever the case may be. I know I'm not the only one. I am not the only one that has been feeling like an outsider, a misfit, unplaced, or rejected by a family or family members. But I know God allowed me to find out at this time because I was able to handle it. Now, I know, honey, for weeks, for months, that thing wiped me out. Okay, and for weeks, for months, honey, I was drained. I was angry. I cried. But today, May 2nd, 2026, although I know my heart cracked, although I remember telling you guys of the pain, I can't physically feel that pain anymore. And that's because of the love of God, the grace of God, the mercy of God. And so I know everything worked together for my good. And now how this worked out for my good, it brought clarity to me. It made me understand who I am. It brought truth to me. It allowed me to realize that God has always been protecting me. And I always say that this life was created just for me. I am who I am because I was built for this life. I understand that God built me for this life, and a lot of people can't handle some of the things I've been through, some of the things I am going through. And why this was so hard is because the time that came, I was already going through something, already going through a major battle in our life with my husband, going through being charged with some things that he didn't do. And it's been hard, y'all. We lost everything. We moved in with my mom. We was barely making it. And I just like, God, I can't take one more hit. So surely you're not going to allow this to not be my father. And then when it came to him not being my father, like, God, I'm already trying to, make sure my husband stay out of prison, make sure my husband's name is vindicated, and trying to make ends meet. And now here it is, you snatch my father away from me. And so it was just a lot, y'all. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind. I literally felt like the enemy was coming to steal my sanity. And then on top of that, y'all, I've been going through tests to see whether or not I am having early Alzheimer's dementia. Y'all know what I'm saying. I may be saying it wrong, but y'all know. And I'm struggling, and come to find out I'm losing my short-term memory. And so I'm going through tests to figure out what is wrong, how can we clarify, and what do we do from here. One thing I got to do is stay off them Benadryls. Got to stay off them Benadryls, because it's come to find out that if you have any form of memory loss, you do not want to take Benadryl. Okay, I'm not a doctor. This is just what I found out. And so I'm just sharing that information with you because I'm not a gatekeeper, and that's what I do. And so anyway, if you're struggling with your identity, if you're struggling with trying to fit in, if you're struggling with rejection, if you're struggling with feeling like a misfit, look at it as God's protection, or as far as the rejection. God is trying to mold you into who he wants you to be. And as far as your identity, to find it in Christ and not man. And know that even though you are misplaced in the family, you are not a mistake. You are not a mistake. God loves you. He knew you when he formed you in your mother's womb. He knew all the trials and tribulations you was going to go through. And he still formed you. He still allowed you to be here. And if you are here and you've made it thus far, it is for a reason. And your struggles, your heartaches, people don't want you to talk about it. People want you to stay stuck. They want you to hold on to the secrets. And I'm here to tell you that your secrets just going to keep you sick. It's going to keep you on hold. It's going to keep you angry. It's going to keep you bitter. It's going to keep you wondering. So if you're willing to change, if you're willing to confront some things, you can change some things. But you can never change anything you're not willing to confront. I was willing to confront this whispering about who I am or who I belong to. And because of that, I think I came out stronger. There is always an underlying issue to a situation. And if you're not willing to dig, those situations are just going to stay there. It's going to always be the elephant in the room. And I was tired of that. I was tired of the whispering. I was tired of the, sneaking and say to me, or not say to me, but say to other people around so I can hear it that she don't look like us. She don't look like us. They ain't like they 10s. Ain't everybody across the board ain't 10s, you know what I'm saying? So what if I don't look like them? Half of them don't look like each other either, but for some reason, me not looking like them was a problem. Is a problem. Anyway, It's their problem now, not mine. So those that love me, I still love y'all. Those that don't love me, I still love you. I just won't be in your presence. Not if I can help it. Not if I can help it. I'm not. I'm not. I don't care who you are. I have chosen this time of my life just not be in spaces where people don't want me. Now, I may have to do that as far as jobs and events and stuff like that, but in my personal space, I don't, and I won't. So that is about it. What I'm going to do in my life is continue to share my life, to strengthen somebody else, to let people know that there is hope. And I'm going to surround myself around my children, right? I'm going to build a life with my children and my grandkids and my husband and friends that want me to be family. And I am going to love them so hard. I am going to squeeze life in them and not out of them. I'm going to be there to nurture my grands and make sure they know that they are loved and they are special. And I'm going to do my best to make them not feel rejected. And so as I get up, get my life together, pack up my bags, move back to be closer to my grands and my grandkids and my grandkids and my children, build a life there with my family, and also take care of my mom here. That's all that matters. And as long as Jesus Christ continues to be my Lord and Savior. That is about it. Thank you for watching. Hey, if you have not subscribed to my channel, which is not about this, it's about life, fashion, food, good time. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment. And I know you're going to share this, so thank you, okay? Thank you for sharing it, because a click is a click and a view is a view, and I appreciate that. With that being said, this is your girl, Angela, and everything you do, always be true to you. I love you, I mean it. Bye.
I release the heavy weight of perfection. I am stepping in a much kinder direction. I let go of the walls I built so high. I breathe in the grace of the open sky. I do not have to be strong every single day. I can let my true feelings gently lead the way. I find my power in being soft. I let